Chemical test of carbonyl compound. Brady's test is used to identify C-double bond O group in a compound. It shows positive results for aldehyde and ketone. The Brady's reagent is a solution of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine in methanol and sulfuric acid. If there are aldehydes or ketones in the solution, orange precipitate will be formed. In Brady's test, the O and the H2 from NH2, O from ketone, will be removed and the carbon of double bond O will attach to the end of the NH2 to become acetone 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Tollens test is also called silver mirror test. It is to identify aldehydes. Tollens reagent is silver 1 oxide in aqueous ammonium hydroxide. In Tollens test, it can only identify aldehyde. So this is aldehyde. This is the Tollens reagent AgNH3 2 plus OH minus to produce carboxylate ion plus Ag solid. This is a solid silver and it is silver mirror. Fehling's test or Benedict test is used to identify aliphatic aldehydes. The reagent is copper complex in basic solution. Fehling's test and Benedict's test shows negative results for ketones and some aromatic aldehydes, so it can only identify aliphatic aldehydes. The difference between Fehling's solution and Benedict's solution. In Fehling's solution, it's a solution of copper 2 sulphate combined with solution made with Rochelle salt, potassium tartrate tetrahydrate, and sodium hydroxide. These two parts are combined just before use in an experiment. For Benedict's solution, it is copper complex as well, but it is copper 2 sulphate dissolved in sodium carbonate or sodium citrate buffer. So note that in Fehling's solution we use copper 2 sulphate, in Benedict's solution we use copper 2 sulphate as well, but in Benedict dissolved in sodium carbonate. In Fehling's it is made or mixed with Rochelle salt. In Fehling's test or Benedict's test, the aliphatic aldehyde reacts with Fehling's or Benedict's reagent, which is Cu2 plus complex in basic solution, producing carboxylate ion, and Cu2O. This is the brick red precipitate. The observation for Fehling's test or Benedict test is blue color solution decolorized and brick red precipitate form. Schiff's test. It is also to identify aldehydes. The reagent is an aqueous solution of fuchsin, NaHSO3 and HCl. It shows negative results for ketone and also negative result for some aromatic aldehydes because it can only identify aliphatic aldehydes. The observation for Schiff's test, pink coloration formed. Iodoform test. If you remember previously, we used iodoform test to detect methyl carbonyl in alcohol, but iodoform test in carbonyl we use to detect methyl carbonyl group. Same reagent, access I2 in NaOH base. The observation is also the same because it's iodoform test, also the same with to detect methyl carbonyl. So it's yellow precipitate form. The product is carboxylate ion and iodoform CHI3. This is yellow precipitate, the CHI3.